In the infinite expanse of existence, 10 cosmic entities emerged as the second creation. They were beings of unimaginable power, capable of bending time, space, and reality. They shaped galaxies, destroyed worlds, and rebuilt multiverses. Yet their greatest gift was also their curse, their minds. For all their omnipotence, they carried the weight of eternity, the lives they ended, the multiverses they destroyed, and the atrocities they committed in pursuit of balance. Enter the Smile Entity's Punisher, a being of pure psychological torment. Unlike the cosmic entities, it thrived on fear, regret, and guilt. It had no form, no face, but its presence was unmistakable. It infiltrated the psyche, twisting memories and amplifying guilt until its victims spiraled into madness. For millennia, it watched the 10 entities from afar, waiting for the moment to act. When they destroyed a fledgling multiverse, it decided it was time. The chapter begins with the 10 entities sensing an unfamiliar disturbance, a flicker of something they couldn't identify. At first, they dismissed it as a minor anomaly, but soon, they began to experience strange occurrences. Visions of their past atrocities appeared before them, vivid and unrelenting. They heard the voices of the countless lives they had extinguished, felt the pain and suffering they had caused. One by one, they began to unravel, haunted by their own actions. Navora, who had once annihilated an entire galaxy to save another, began seeing the faces of those she had killed in every star. Zephyr, the most stoic of the group, started hearing whispers accusing him of crimes he didn't remember committing. Kairos, the trickster, found himself unable to control his own illusions as they turned against him. The Smile Entity's Punisher was breaking them, not through brute force, but through their own minds, exploiting their deepest fears and regrets. The entities convened to discuss the strange phenomenon, but paranoia had already taken root. Accusations flew as they began to suspect one another of being responsible for the torment. The Punisher's influence grew stronger, using their insecurities and guilt to sow discord. To fight back, the entities tried to anchor themselves to reality by creating a mind fortress, a shared mental space where they could confront the Punisher together. But even here, the Punisher infiltrated their defenses. In one particularly chilling moment, the group encountered an apparition of a child, one of the billions of lives they had erased. The child smiled at them, a hollow, eerie grin, and spoke in a voice that was not its own. "You cannot undo what you have done. You are monsters, and I am here to punish you." The apparition's words cut deep, amplifying their guilt and fear, making them question their very existence and purpose. As the torment intensified, the entities began to question their own existence. Were they truly the second creation, or were they simply mistakes destined for destruction? The Punisher fed on their doubts, growing stronger with each passing moment. Leora, the most compassionate, tried to reason with the Punisher, but her attempts only resulted in her confronting the multiverse she had accidentally destroyed. Kale, who prided himself on logic, began to see his mind fracture. Nyx, the fearless warrior, broke down when faced with the ghosts of those she had killed in battle. Their unity crumbled, leaving each entity isolated in their personal nightmare. The Punisher's influence was relentless, exploiting their deepest fears and regrets. The entities were left vulnerable, their once formidable power rendered useless against the psychological torment. They were trapped in a cycle of guilt and despair, unable to escape the weight of their own sins. In the climactic moments of the chapter, the remaining fragments of the entity's sanity rallied together. They realized that their only chance of defeating the Punisher was to confront their guilt head-on. Instead of running from their past, they embraced it, acknowledging the horrors they had committed. They poured their collective energy into creating a manifestation of their shared guilt, a being of pure light and darkness. This entity became their weapon against the Punisher. The battle was won, but the cost was immense. The entities were left broken, their minds scarred beyond repair. They had survived, but the Punisher's words lingered, haunting them as they returned to the void. The chapter closes with the entities retreating into solitude, unable to face each other or the worlds they had shaped. The final line reads, "In the vast expanse of existence, power is meaningless if you cannot master your own mind. Even gods cannot escape their sins.